I'm Planet Rudy, and this is the Bluprint podcast where we're curating culture through art and conversation. Today, we got a special guest for you guys, Ronie, a DJ who's been killing it here locally for about a year. Let's give a warm welcome to Ronie. Let's go, guys. Yeah. All right, Ronie, where were you born?
I was actually born in Israel.
All right. Tell me a little bit about that. How old were you?
I was pretty young when
okay.
I moved here. My siblings are 4 and 5 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. Do you remember Israel much? Or,
I don't remember Israel when I lived there. I remember a whole lot more from a lot of the visits I took when I was
Okay, so you've been back a few times.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's really, really cool. Do you have dual citizenship then?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Super, super cool. How long have you been in Asheville for?
Most of my life. I'm almost 23 and I've been here for 21 years.
How do you like Asheville?
I love Asheville in a lot of ways. I don't really know what it's like to live outside of Asheville. So I have a lot of curiosity, but I still love my city a lot.
I hear that. Are there some places that you eventually want to end up outside of Asheville?
It really depends on where life takes me. I'm at a point where I have a lot of potential and I realize that I'm trying to be really smart about it.
Oh, yeah. Who influenced your DJing the most and why?
God, it is really hard to say, but when I think back to the first ever point in my DJing, the first moment, I honestly think back to my first year at Bonnaroo. Me and my best friend arrived on a Wednesday, and so there wasn't anything going on in Centeroo yet because the festival starts on Thursday.
Gotcha.
But they had this huge set in Where in the Woods, which is a campground.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the plaza.
Yeah.
They have all sorts of stages and stuff. So Nightmare was playing. He played a 2 or 3 hour set. I had never even been to a DJ set ever before in my life.
Wow.
It was insane and life-changing. And I remember I looked over at my best friend and I was like, the fuck is he doing up there? How is he doing it? I could never do something like this ever in my life. So he kind of poked the curiosity, he got the gears turning in my head. Mm-hmm. And then one day I'm in Charlotte, Breakaway Music Festival is supposed to happen. It gets totally rained out and they cancel it.
Damn. Yeah.
So I'm just stuck in an Airbnb with my friend who is a DJ, and I still play with him a lot. And I told him to open up his computer and tell me how this works.
Load up Serato and let's figure it out.
Yeah. So he gives me not even a 10-minute crash course.
Yeah.
And was do your thing. And I just figured it out. And within 10 or 20 minutes, I was like, this is actually dope as fuck.
That's so cool.
And I started just hearing it in my head, and slowly but surely it got me right here. So I would say a mixture of Nightmare plus my friend Neiman.
Yeah.
It kind of all created the
Very
perfect
cool.
storm.
Do you remember your first set in Asheville and how that experience was for you?
I do. So I was just fucking around on my Snapchat, and my friend Neiman saw me practicing, and he was like, yo, me and my friends play every second Saturday at this venue in downtown.
Very cool.
If you want to try and practice on the CDJs, and if you get it, and if you feel comfortable enough, and we feel like you're comfortable enough on them, we'll have you come out in 3 weeks. So 3 weeks later, I'm playing at a bar, and literally all of my friends packed out the building capacity.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which was really heartwarming and amazing, and I still remember every single one of those people
Yeah.
that was there. And they were so loud for me and hyping me up the whole night, and it was so much fun. I played really well.
Hell yeah.
And it kind of just blossomed from there.
Yeah, having support from your friends and the people close to you can mean so much.
It is absolutely needed in the early stages of anything.
Yeah, exactly.
You need that support. You will remember the group of people that comes together and shows up to your sets
that believed in you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Totally. If you could play a set in any city in the world, where would you go play a set at?
Any city in the world?
Any city in the world, yeah.
God, Red Rocks, Colorado, because
that's
honestly, I've always had this dream of doing a Red Rock set that is me, headliner, and I would call it Rabid Rocks.
Love that.
Because my DJ name is Rabid Ronie.
Hell yeah.
And it would be the dopest house set that Red Rocks will ever see.
Have you been to Red Rocks before?
I have never been to Red Rocks.
So cool. It's
need
such
to
a
go.
cool spot.
Yeah, it's on my bucket list. And
Very
I'm
cool.
hoping the first time I go is not when I'm playing. I hope I can go a few times
Scope
before.
it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Who are you listening to right now, like artist-wise?
Recently I've been listening to a lot of Gorgon City. They're a UK house DJ duo.
Cool.
And I really love them. I've been listening to Odessa every day of my life since I was like 11 or 12 years old.
Yeah, I've heard their shows are insane. Have you seen it? Like,
I've
been
seen
to
them
live?
twice.
How was that?
It was absolutely life-changing, and their music has pulled me through so many stages of my life. I'm seeing them for the 3rd time in May.
In Charlotte?
No, actually, my sister is really, really amazing, and she knows that they're playing at a festival in Memphis in May, and she gifted me with a ticket to go see them.
Where's that festival at?
It's called Riverbeat Music Festival. It's in Memphis. It's in, like, I think Tom Lee Park, like right on the Mississippi River.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited. I also listen to a lot of Grizz. Like, I don't just listen to house music and music that I mix. Like, I love other genres. But where I get my influence from, like LPGOB, Gorgon City, John Summit, Dom Dalla, there's so many. I incorporate so many different people.
What's the best Disney movie and why?
The best Disney movie? There are so many Disney movies.
It's a lot of.
This is a loaded question.
It's a loaded one. It's yeah. Or go like top 3. Like which ones did you like really enjoy, or like what ones are memorable for you?
I think for me, like Toy Story.
Okay. The first one?
I would say just the whole franchise.
Okay.
Like Toy Story 1 through 4. I feel like that was my childhood.
Yeah,
like
that like
first
90s Disney was like really good.
Yeah, the first like Toy Story movie that came out, like I don't know. I just remember always growing up and watching Toy Story, and I remember the last one came out literally on my 18th birthday.
Oh, nice.
And I went and saw it in theaters with my dad, and it was kind of like marking the end of my childhood, and it was really
Powerful.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, I think for me, I love Hercules. Did you ever see Hercules?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hercules is an absolute banger. Princess and the Frog, absolute banger.
I did love Princess and the Frog growing up. As
Finding
a little kid.
Nemo, absolute banger.
Yeah, Finding Nemo. So I have a really funny story about this. I was really young when Finding Nemo came out, but we talked about before, I have 2 siblings that are 4 and 5 years older than me. So I tagged along for a lot of the adventures, whatever movies I wanted to go to, like I would go with them. We were watching Finding Nemo and in theaters, and I came home and I was like talking about it as like a little kid does, just talks about everything. And I kept telling everyone, there's one fish in the lotion that's a bad guy. The lotion, not the ocean. And I was talking about, you know, that creepy ass fish with the fucking lamp on its head and the big ass. That shit freaked me out as a kid.
Fish,
and so my coping mechanism was to just like talk about it. I was like, that one fish in the lotion is a bad guy.
Coping mechanism.
Yeah. Just like had to talk about it. Had to let everybody know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. How can people find you?
Oh, okay, yeah. So on Instagram, I'm at ronie.macaroni. That's RONIE.macaroni. And then also you can follow pluto.events.avl. That is my DJ collective, and we put on a bunch of really cool events. But yeah, follow me, support your local female DJ.
Oh yeah. Anything you're excited about coming up for you right now that you want to let the people know about?
So Pluto Events is putting on Asheville's only day-long festival happening this year for 420. It's happening at the Getaway River Bar, 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. We've got like 8 or 9 DJs joining us, 10 or 11 art vendors and CBD vendors, food trucks, daytime activities. It is going to be so much fun. Yours truly is going to be closing out the festival. So yeah, show up, show out, and it's going to be a great time.